Well, hello there. Thank you for joining me. Figure while I'm going on a walk today, I can share a little bit more about some of the details concerning the Camino and how I'm getting ready. I think I'll do another video at a later time, just sharing all the things I'm packing to get prepared for this. So, yeah, come walk with me today. So, something important to note is that when people talk about doing the Camino, there are four main different routes that people can choose from. The one I'm doing is probably the most classic, oldest well-known route, and that's Camino Frances. That's the one that is a little over 500 miles. Two other very popular ones are the Camino del Norte, that goes along the coast of Spain to the north, about the same distance. There's the Camino Portugal. That one, I think, starts in Lisbon or Porto. I'll have to check that. But I believe it's 1 to 200 miles. It has a few different routes along the coast or inland that you can take. And then there's the Camino Primitivo. And that one isn't as long, but people do talk about how it's a lot more hilly, and that walking it is a pretty good workout. So yeah, the one I'm doing is the Camino Frances. In starting the Camino Frances, what my plan is, because that route starts on the border of France right next to Spain, is that I'm flying into Paris and then I'm taking a train down to a city called Bayonne. I'm not going to try to say it in French too much because I'm probably going to butcher it. And then from Bayonne, I'm going to a town called Saint Jean Pied de Port, and that one is the start of the Camino Frances. When you get there, you get this credential. It's like this pamphlet where you get stamps all along the route. And when you finish the route at the end, at the Santiago de Compostela, that's how you get your certificate saying that you completed the route. So you also get a white shell to put on your pack or your person, and that's to signify that you are a pilgrim, and also allows you to get into the different hostels or albergues, as they're called. So this is part of the route as I go to the track. The track's over there. It's turning into one of my favorite spots to walk. It's away from traffic a little bit, and I think just mindlessly going around in circles is a good way to mentally prepare for what the Camino is going to be like at some times. There's a place called the Meseta, and it's a long stretch. It's not too far after Pamplona, where you're walking through desert and wine country, and that part can be very difficult on people. It's the part of the Camino I'm looking forward to the most, and it's called the Meseta, M-E-S-E-T-A. Just Google it. But it just looks beautiful. 2 weeks of walking past nothing really. So I'll show you how I sneak into the track. Beautiful day today. It was rainy yesterday. I should have went on a walk. Walking in the rain is another good way to be prepared, because that's probably going to happen. Got some awesome graffiti. Stay strong. Lucinda Homer isn't a nice person. Well, get it together, Lucinda. Come on now. Here's a local track. Came to the track on another day where we have a baseball game. Ooh, just got him out. Close play. So another great day to be at the track. Baseball season is upon us. Now, I'm trying to walk as much as I can, so the physical pains that come with doing something like this don't affect my timeline too much. Early on, if need be, I'll give myself permission to take a rest day. But you know, if I'm not preparing well enough, or if I get a big injury or big blisters, something like that, it can really make this Camino take a lot longer. Now, for most people, as they do this hike, it takes them about 30 to 35 days, keeping a good pace of 15 to 20 miles a day. And I've allotted myself just a little bit more than that, so if I need to take 2 or 3 rest days, it's fine. I'm not going to try to take those if I don't need it, but I figure if I can go 5 days before needing one, that'll be really good. I'll be really happy about that as my body adjusts to this. So yeah, I can, in my daily life, walk 5 to 13 miles a day with my schedule, but doing more than that is really difficult right now. Thankfully, working at a school, the school year's just about over, and as soon as it's over, I'm going to kick my training into even higher gear. I don't have any blisters yet, which I don't know if I should be worried about or not, because I don't want to get them on the Camino. I want to get blisters now, if that's going to be a thing. I'm even wearing my older hiking shoes or running shoes, my pair of Asics. They're way past time for needing to be thrown out in the garbage. I have a pair of Hokas that I bought that at first I wasn't too sure of, but after I broke them in over the course of a week, just like 20-ish miles or so, let me tell you, Hokas are some of the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. They're fantastic. So I think I have my actual Camino shoes ready to go, which is great, and hopefully they get me through most of the trip. I also need to find a pair of sandals, something I can wear while hiking if my feet need to breathe, but also for just walking around the towns that I visit. Need to be able to give my feet time to relax at the end of each day. So yeah, gotta find a pair of sandals before I go. Otherwise, as far as what I'm packing, I'm not packing too much. You gotta carry your stuff with you. There are options to send your backpack or your pack forward to the next town, and you can just walk with nothing, just you and your water bottle. And it's not an option I really think I need to do, because I'm just gonna pack a couple shirts, a couple shorts, maybe one pair of hiking pants, like 4 or 5 pairs of socks and underwear, and a few other little things. So I'm really hoping to keep the weight of my pack down really low. My water bottle should be the heaviest thing when it's filled, as much and weigh as much as all the other things I'm carrying with me. Foul ball, watch out. Now, a question that's been coming up for me a lot lately from people is, am I worried about this trip? And again, I'm mentally very much all in, emotionally too, and trying to train my body for the physical part. But I do think the emotional part is going to be challenging at times. Right now, I'm in an amazing, wonderful part of my life. I have a wife and 2 dogs, 3 cats, and they fill my bucket. I love to come home. They're all amazing and wonderful. And Amanda, if you are watching this, I love you. And being away from a family I never thought I would have is going to be hard. I never had anything like this in my life before, and it's pretty great. So it will be a challenge for me, and I think a good sort of challenge. I teach my students about being mindful and having gratitude, and if there's a way I can continue to deepen those feelings for those in my life who I love and I care for so deeply, then I'll do it. And I think this will be a great way of doing that. This feels like a big transitionary part of my life. Being married and in a house for the last year, really getting going into the kind of the thick of my career, if you will. I don't know. Sometimes doing this vlog stuff, I don't find the right words like I usually do. Having holding this stick with the phone on it, get a little nervous. I'm still getting comfortable doing this, but yeah, possibly thinking about starting a bigger family, stuff like that. It's a lot of transitions have happened in my life lately, and changes. Father passing away over a year, almost 2 years ago. So it's just a great time in my life to process and to deepen my love and appreciation for what I have, and think about what else I want to do in my life. And so hopefully these 500 miles in Spain will really give me the opportunity to do that, and I think it will. Just hit 10,000. Walking's getting a lot easier. Time to leave the track, start my loop as I head home. And when I started my training, 10,000 steps sometimes felt like a chore. Now it feels easy. 10,000 feels like when I just am starting to get warmed up. So as I'm doing the Camino each day, mentioned this before, I'll be doing about 32 to 44,000 steps. That's about 15 to 20 miles. And let's check the time. I've done about 5 miles, and it's been an hour and a half. So that's a pretty good pace. It's a really good pace. Anytime I can walk over 3 miles an hour, I'm gonna be happy with. But well, I'm gonna close out the vlog for today, the walking vlog. And yeah, thanks for joining me. Hope you all are doing well wherever you are viewing from. Try to find some time to get outside and take care of yourself today. All right, love you all. Take care.